Welcome to the third and final lesson of our ILF Essentials course. As promised, we'll take a much closer look at how ILF compares to other impact finance approaches in your toolbox, and even more importantly, when to use ILF best. Of course, we'll explore this question with real-world examples so you can see how ILF is applied and how exactly it provides better terms for better impact. This is where the real juice of implementation is. So let's kick it off and dive deeper together.
Let's start with the third and last lesson of Impact-Linked Finance Essentials. In this lesson, the key question is, when exactly should you use impact-linked finance? For this, we'll first take a closer look at how ILF compares to other impact finance approaches such as blended finance, results-based finance, and impact investing. By the end of this entire lesson, you'll be able to, first, identify the best applications of ILF, and second, understand how ILF benefits the different stakeholders involved in the real world. Are you ready? Then let's go. In our previous lessons, we introduced ILF, covered its design principles, and discussed its key stakeholders. We also explored how two ILF instruments work, sync and impact-linked loans, by using examples based on real-world cases. Now, we'll look at a crucial aspect of ILF, understanding when exactly it makes sense to use this approach and when it might not be the best fit. But before diving into these use cases, let's first understand how ILF compares to three related approaches: blended finance, results-based finance, and impact investing. Impact-linked finance was built on the foundations laid by pioneers in these three approaches. What ILF did is build on the achievements of these approaches and reinvent, adapt, and apply their principles to new contexts. First, blended finance. It uses catalytic capital from public or philanthropic sources to increase private sector investment in sustainable development. ILF can have a similar attracting effect. The difference, however, is that ILF encourages the value creator to optimize impact. Next is impact investing. This approach makes investments with the intent to generate measurable social or environmental impact alongside a financial return. Like impact investing, ILF aims to create measurable impact, but ILF goes one step further by incorporating rewards for achieving that impact. The third approach is results-based finance. Here, financing is linked to and provided after the delivery of pre-agreed, verified results. ILF also rewards results after delivery. But there is an important difference. ILF helps scale market-based models, and results-based finance typically doesn't. Now, let's quickly recap what makes ILF unique. While impact investing focuses on measurable impact, it generally doesn't offer rewards for achieving that impact. Blended finance, on the other hand, de-risks transactions for investors, but doesn't motivate the value creator to deliver greater impact. Results-based finance shares similarities with ILF by rewarding results. Yet, it is typically not used to scale market-driven solutions in the way ILF does. Now, let's quickly summarize this chapter. It is essential to understand how ILF uses elements from these three approaches: blended finance, results-based finance, and impact investing. But it is even more essential to realize where it goes one important step beyond. This sets the stage for our next chapter, where we'll talk a lot about the best use cases for ILF and why they prove to be effective. Join us again.